What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about how you can get any 97 overall Ultimate Legend in Madden 24 Ultimate Team for free right now. Okay, so pretty much what's going on right now inside of the challenges, you're going to be checking this out for the tokens. I don't know where you guys are with it, but I'm going to show you a few ways that you can utilize this method without actually waiting for the 97, but utilizing other cards that you get in sets that can possibly get you the 97 for free. So this right here, as you go through this, one of the things that they've changed, right, is they start to give you like a lot of tokens depending on where you are in this actual tier. You'll see that there's a lot of 10 times 10 times. So even though it takes a lot more tokens than it did for the regular legends, if you guys have been with me all year in Madden, it doesn't really matter because the tiers, as you unlock them, you get 10 for each time. So I'm going to show you guys what's going on with that. I'm going to explain to you guys what are going on with the sets and explain to you guys what many people are doing right now to get the free cards that they want. Now, remember, the 98 limited right there, Larry Allen, the limiteds are never included in the cards that you can get for free. It's only the standard set cards. All right, so we're going to talk about that right now. I'm going to go ahead and run it through and let you guys see exactly what's going on. Now, you go over to programs, you go to Ultimate Legend, and let's talk about it, all right? This is the actual full, like the full token exchange situation, all right? What happens with this, it's very, very easy to, once we get 10 this week, in the following week, you'll be able to get a full overall 97, right? Obviously, we wouldn't go for a 96. They're going to give you that option in the fantasy pack. Never take the low overall. I don't know if I have to tell you that, but some of you guys are like, yo, he's on my theme team. Even if he's on your theme team, unless he's a limited, he's more than likely going to be cheaper, and you should probably just purchase the card. Always take the highest overall, sell it, and then you could go back and buy the other one and still have coins left if you're that obsessed with your theme team. But always go for the most stuff. This week, we have not yet done our challenges, so we don't have the other 10, which will probably put us to 52, and then you get like a couple options and whether or not you want an 87. You always take the collectible and not the 87. All right, so you see like how I just put everything in this, right? If you wanted to go ahead and dabble in the other sets, you can do that as well. Like you see right here, the 93 to 94 Ultimate Legend Fantasy Pack Token Exchange. When you go to the only two 97s that are available for this week, right? It's only Charles Woodson and Chris Collinsworth. And by the way, I had no idea that Chris Collinsworth was 6'5". So he does get Deep Elite for one. We did try him out. Would I recommend him? Probably not. But when you put together the set, he's going to be selling for about 600, 700K. So you can make some coins off that. Now, this is where it gets interesting, right? Because the 94 overall player exchange, a lot of you guys are like, yo, G, what's going on with that? I don't really get it. What is the best way to try to get the 94s? Now, as of right now, okay, to my knowledge, getting the 94s, you would have to actually utilize this set over here, where it gives you the option to get a 94, which you can see that we can easily make them with the 91s. This is one of the options, okay? Another option is using the core set. Now, one of the reasons that a lot of you guys make a lot of coins by watching my videos is because I show you guys different variations. So look, I made those 91s, right? And making the 91s, you get to use like, the 88s or whatever, and then getting the 88s, also very, very simple. Right? You can use the other cards that you're not really generally using because who's using 85s right now? Also, with the fact that the price ranges are very, very cheap, you can snipe these for like 2K, right? Build these up and then turn it into the 91s. So I just want to make sure you guys know. Look, I would say the average of about 2,100 is accurate. If you guys are seeing it for cheaper, let us know. And also, my no money spent, go ahead and type NMS. And I also want to talk to my all money spent players because you guys have been also letting me get a lot of, good feedback of the packs that I've been, suggesting to you guys. So I'm going to give you guys some love too as well because like I said, I want everyone to get something out of the video, but I primarily focus on the no money spent because the game is very much pay to win. All right, so that's the way you would get the 85s. That's the way you would go ahead and, pretty much put together the set over there to get the 88s. You would put the 88s in here. So on average, 2 times 5, 10K. And then you would make, whatever, each 88, and then you would make the 91s. Now look, this is what's very, very interesting about this, right? When you go to actually put this together and you start to see the price ranges and how it works, you may say to yourself, okay, gee, what if I just go ahead and use other sets? And by the way, let me go and show you the core set that I was talking about before. Because the core set, even though it pops up right there, I like going to right here. This one right here is dangerous. All right, this is what I was talking about before. And the reason that it's dangerous is because if you get a 95, it totally kind of ruins everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to get a 95 right now because the 95s are not popping for the sets. You want to focus in on what is necessary, right? So what I would suggest, right, if you get packs from Super Bowl wins and stuff like that, and you're trying to figure out, yo, what should I do with these 92s? What's going on? Because the Ultimate Legends require their set 91s, I would utilize those 92s in other fashions, all right? 92s can be used in various ways. One of the ways that can make you, decent coin is probably in the Super Bowl action right here with the 92s. Now, with this one, it still varies, but I would probably say maybe around 250, 300. You can get if you wanted to use your 92s in that type of aspect, but there's a lot of coins to be made. And if you ever want to know what the best variation of whatever you're doing is, just go to the catalog and look at the average prices. And it pretty much tells you, based on the average prices, like these 95s, I just said 250, depending on what happens with Jair Brown, I still use them a little bit. It is what it is. But making these sets with the 92s and utilizing it for players that people are still using, like maybe Chase Young, he should be over 200K, something like that. All right, he's at 199. If you wanted to, you can utilize those 92s in that way. Other than that, you would have to wait for them to put out other cards, maybe the Sugar Rush or something like that, to see what cards are needed before you start getting rid of them and then you end up needing them again. Because right now, our focus is making 91 Ultimate Legends. Okay, now, as far as the Ultimate Legend go, their prices, right? The 91s, let's go ahead and check what each one is. So the 91 on average is about, let's just say 20K. Let's just say 20K. That's a 90. So let's look at what a snipe would be if you just wanted to buy it outright, right? Let's just check his prices. Should be around 20, but we'll see. All right, so 19. All right, so that's what it would be. So that would mean that it's 100K for a 94 because it's 5 of them, right? So let's go ahead and see what the 94s are actually selling for. All right, they're just around that rate. So if you were looking to, let's just say for whatever reason, right, you were looking to just make coins and you're not really worried about getting any of the 97s for free, you would still be able to grind this method and complete the set, but you don't actually have to if you're just looking for coins, right? Because I don't want Charles Woodson and I don't want the other card, but you may want a 97. And then next week when they release the new 97s, you can use this same blueprint to go ahead and complete the set and get the 97 that you want. So let's go back over to the set, and then now we can go ahead and make what we were doing, because we see mathematically the 91s that I've created, it makes sense for us to make the 94s utilizing this method. So now when I make this, you saw all the base cards that would be needed. Now, when you open this set, right? Like, look, I don't need to open this right now. This is a 94 overall dynamic ult. It's a legend fantasy pack. So guess what? If I don't open this, because remember I told you, I don't like either of these Ultimate Legends, but if you do, you can utilize it. And then you can then go into the set up here and, put it in. And then you do that, and then when you go to the any overall 94 overall player, or you can use the core set. All right? Or you could just go ahead and use the same method with the 91s and make, do it that way as well. But ultimately, this method, you can make each time you make a 94 right now, you make it 100K. So you start from the base, you see how cheap the cards are, you snipe them, create the 88s, then you make the 91s, then you make the 94s. If you decide to make the card, they're going for about like 600K right now. If you decide to do it, you don't have to do it though. You do not have to use these 97s. That's what I'm saying. And the 97 limiteds don't count. These are set cards. So they're going for about 600K. So if you follow this video, you'll be able to get any of the 97s except for obviously the limiteds, because the limiteds were when they had 96s. Any 97 overall set player, or keep the fantasy packs and wait until the next release and then make even more coin, or complete the newer 97s if they're better players. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.